go there. Anna Navarro, Paris Dennard, they're back with me, CNN political commentators. Anna Navarro, I mean, Oprah's speech, we all needed a little inspiration. I don't even know if inspirational covers it, but the buzz is about a potential Oprah 2020 bid. Do you think she should?
You know, I think she should do whatever she wants to do. One of the most important things for running, whether you're running for local office, state office, federal office, is do you have the fire in the belly? Do you have that it that guides you and keeps you going when the going gets tough? If Oprah has it, she definitely should do it. She's a woman that is uniquely qualified, a real rags to riches story. She's got this amazing relatability with most Americans. She's got the ability to articulate thoughts in the most inspiring, empowering, unifying ways. That speech last night had me saying, amen, sister. I was clapping in the morning for Jake Tapper throwing out that Trump psychopath, and I was clapping in the evening for Oprah Winfrey actually making us feel good and unifying this country, something that we so badly need. A lot of people have bet against Oprah Winfrey during her career. I will not be one of those.
Paris, what do you think of Oprah challenging the president?
I think you raised a very good point, and the question you asked is, should she? I think, does she have the ability? Is she qualified? I think she should do whatever she feels that she should do. She's a lot like President Trump in the sense that they're both self-made billionaires. They're both #1 in everything that they do. They're both highly successful. They're both inspirational. They both can connect with people. They both have the ability to use media and the platform of media, and has done so for many, many years. And so there's a lot of parallels between Oprah and Donald Trump, including the fact that at one point Oprah has voted for Republicans and supported Republicans, and has also done so with Democrats like the president. And so I think it would be a question of, does she have a rationale for running? Does she feel it's something that she has a calling to do because she has something to accomplish on behalf of the American people that nobody else can do?
But
I think Oprah should run in 2024, and I think she should run as a Republican, and I think she should, and I would vote for her in 2024 as a Republican.
Okay, but here was the question. I wanted to hear you out. I wanted to, give you the space, but the question was, if she does this whole 2020 thing, and again, speculation, she has said no, no, no. What do you think it would look like in a situation where Oprah would challenge Trump?
I think it would be a great campaign, because you have two people who are essentially equals to each other. You have two people who have a massive platform, who connect to people who have oftentimes been forgotten, and it would be a very, very good race. And I wouldn't sell Donald Trump short. Remember, nobody thought he could beat the 17 or so people who stood to be the very best in the Republican Party, and nobody thought that he could beat the inevitable electability of Secretary Hillary Clinton and the Clinton machine. So I think it should be a formidable candidate, but I think President Trump could beat her because he would have, in addition to his platform, an agenda and record of results that I think by 2020. Would he attack her?
Would he give her a Twitter nickname?
Well, I think what we have seen is the president never attacks first. So if she attacks him, I think he will rightfully attack back. But I don't think Oprah, that's not in her brand. I think she would stay true to herself and true to her message and her reason for running. If she is going to be like Secretary Clinton and fails to do that, she'll come up short. But the president never attacks first. He will be defending himself and his record, and I think it'll be a winning record in 2020.
What I am hearing from Paris and Navarro is that he thinks that Donald Trump and Oprah Winfrey are equals.
They are.
Well, look, I think it would be, King Kong versus Godzilla. And it would be an incredibly entertaining thing to watch. I think there are some similarities. Certainly, Oprah could self-fund. Certainly, she's got the name ID, the branding that Trump also had. Now, unlike Trump, Oprah is actually greatly admired, greatly liked. Unlike Trump, she didn't begin her career with $1 million that her daddy gave her. She began her career from extreme poverty. Unlike Trump, she's never been accused of sexual harassment or sexual abuse. She's been a victim of sexual harassment and sexual abuse her entire life, and it's something that she has shared and spoken about. So I think there are some similarities. They're both billionaires. They're both media savvy. They're both TV stars. There are similarities, but there are also humongous differences. For a lot of people, Donald Trump is a misogynist. For a lot of people, Oprah Winfrey is a woman who broke glass ceilings, a pioneer who has defied the odds. So it would be a very interesting race. You know, I've learned not to say, you know, never or never when it comes to something like this, because a lot of us thought it was impossible that Donald Trump would run, and he broke the mold. So I think he has opened up the path, frankly, for a lot of people who are not political veterans to think about it and think that they too can do it. And for a lot of people, it's enough that she's not Donald Trump. You know, I saw The Rock there yesterday in the audience when she was speaking, and I kept thinking to myself, we've also talked about The Rock running. And, you know, I think there's a lot of us who would be willing to vote for The Rock. There's a lot of us who would vote for a Rock on top of Donald Trump.
Well, don't count me as one of those people. I'm voting for Donald J. Trump for the re-election. But
I think that's quite obvious.
But I would say this, Brooke, this also highlights the weakness in the Democrat field. If one person can give a 2-minute speech at an award show and totally dominate the headlines and just eclipse everybody else, that shows you that the Democrats are not as strong as they think. Their field is not as strong. If career politicians and people can come out, and this woman out of nowhere seemingly can come and literally dominate the field before she's even said she's going to announce, the Democrat field is not as strong as they want to believe.
Well, I'll tell you who did that.
I
mean, the person who came out of practically nowhere. Oprah is not coming out of nowhere. Oprah is a well-known international
You're about to say Barack
brand.
Obama in that
but
speech.
Barack
He
Obama
came out
gave
of nowhere.
a unifying speech. He came out of nowhere. He was a little-known state senator from Chicago with no money and a weird name, and he blew everybody away with a unifying speech. I don't think you should underestimate the power of oratory that reaches people's hearts, and Oprah Winfrey can reach people's hearts.
All right.
Just like the president did. That's why he's the president right now.
We're going to go. You had me at The Rock or A Rock. That was a giggle moment. I appreciate both of you so very much and both your perspectives. Coming up.